Can age and experience overcome youth and power? We're about to find out as the 2022 PBA playoffs continue. Featuring a matchup between the veteran Hall of Famer Tommy Jones and one of the PBA's most popular and powerful players, the Iceman Jesper Svensson. We are back at the Kegel Training Center in Lake Wales, Florida, where the quarterfinals are set to resume in our race-to-two bowling format. Win 2 games and move on. It was tied 1-1 with a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. We started the Kia PBA playoffs with 60 of the world's best bowlers. The top 16 on the points list were down to 6. Kyle Troop, Chris Prater advanced to the semifinals, which you can see live on Fox on May 8th. Still left in the corner, Sean Maldonado knocked off second-seeded Anthony Simonson in the round of 16. A.J. Johnson in search of his first title. Jesper Svensson, the Hall of Famer. Tommy Jones are through as well. Welcome back to Lake Wales. Welcome to the crowd.
I can barely hear you.
It's amazing. Dave right alongside the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson. You can feel the intensity. You can feel the energy. They're chanting Randy, Randy. And the pressure, RP, is mounting as we wrap up the Elite Eight.
Yeah, it really is, and this opening match is going to be very interesting to watch for a number of reasons. One, what's the shape of Sean Maldonado's back? And 2, can A.J. Johnson win and move that much closer to winning his first tour title?
A.J. Johnson, 2-0 sweep. Maldonado, 2-0 sweep on Simon. Let's break down A.J.'s first match.
Yeah, it was all A.J. Johnson. It wasn't even close. He took down Jacob Buttriff, and he was just making quality shots. Great athletic position that he creates at the foul line, and he was just making shot after shot, took down Jakey. And then it was Maldonado against Anthony Simonson, the number 2 seed. And I mean, this guy could barely walk. And the last game, what does he do? Well, he just threw the front 9 in a row.
That's all. Just the front 9.
Look at that hit.
It was as surprise as anyone.
Right, yeah, easy with the hug there.
Knocked off second-seeded Anthony Simonson. The odds to win provided by Fox Bet. For entertainment purposes only, the favorite here is A.J. Johnson. Our 2 competitors joined now by Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Dave. So, Sean, the last time we saw you, you were nursing an injury, and I saw you back there a little bit, and it looked like you were still sore. Give us an update.
Yeah, it definitely still hurts. It's fragile, so I'm still kind of just trying to put it behind me, but again, it's hard bowling injured against the best bowlers in the world, so I'm just going to keep trying to focus on my shots and not allow my hurt back to get into my head.
You got 2 games in you?
I hope so.
Good luck to you today. And AJ, impressive start to your playoffs, but that guy had an impressive start as well. Even though he's bowling injured, he had 9 strikes last time. So mentally, how does that affect you knowing that he is playing this level, even though he's injured?
You know, like you said, we're the best bowlers in the world. You know, I think we were able to get through a lot. Obviously, it says a lot with what he did in the first match, but I would never wish for anything like that to happen to anybody I bowl or myself. So I'm just going to stick to my game plan. It's going to be a little different bowling on fresh versus bowling on the burn. But if I just stick to my game plan and just focus on what I'm doing, then we'll see how good it is.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Kimberly, thanks. Love this matchup here in the quarterfinals. Maldonado, Johnson, 15th seeded Sean Maldonado after knocking off Anthony Simonson.
Bowling out of Copperfield Bowl in Houston, Texas, Sean Maldonado.
Sean Maldonado coming off his best season last season, where he won not once, but twice, capturing the Chameleon Championship and then winning in Lubbock, Texas. But today it's all about that back.
Oh, do it! Yes!
His ailing back. How will he respond? Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Chameleon Championship, World Series of Bowling last year in Tampa, Florida. Not a great past history at the Kia PBA playoffs. Maldi starts his day left lane. And as he told Kimberly, he told us during practice, Randy, the back is the same as it was to begin this event. He's in a lot of pain, a lot of stretching, ice, everything he can do to stay healthy.
He rolls out of Fox Bowl in Wheaton and Parkside Lanes in Aurora, Illinois, A.J. Johnson.
Having his best season ever, A.J. Johnson, a former 7-time Team USA member. He finished 4th at the U.S. Open. He finished 4th at the Masters. With a win today, he'll make it to the Final Four. Still looking for his first ever tour win.
Maybe it happens here. See his past history in this event. Not much to speak of yet. First appearance for him in the quarterfinals. And every time you talk to AJ, ask about that first career title. There's a 9-pin to begin his day.
Thanks, Bakes.
Thanks, Bakes. I think that was a reference to his coach, Mark Baker, but I'm not really sure why he's thanking him for the solid 9.
I don't know.
Maybe Bakes send me a text and figure it out. He is going with the blue tank. And that is urethane.
AJ left lane. That really had to hurry up and didn't get there. It leaves a 2-pin.
And an oil ring on that ball. Said that lane does not hook. Maldonado using a purple hammer, also urethane.
I mean, it's hard to watch him walk. He's in a lot of pain still. You know, maybe 50%. Staying upright. 2-pin stands. And Randy, we talked about this before, the back injury. How do you best manage that if you're bowling in this situation?
I mean, I think backs are the worst. I mean, it's hard to breathe, let alone throw a 15-pound bowling ball. And then you're trying to beat the best in the world. Look at that.
Jesus. He's hurting, no doubt about it. A lot of pain in the first round win over Anthony Simonson, but was able to gut it through and swept Simo 2-0. Top 4 seeds out. Highest remaining seed is 2019 champ Chris Prather at number 5. 10-15 match unfolding here. Good shot, 10-pin late for Sean Maldonado.
I mean, if you're A.J. Johnson, you got to be thinking, man, I've got a pretty big advantage here, right? I'm bowling against a guy who is in so much pain he can barely walk to the foul line. But, I mean, that certainly wasn't the case when Maldonado took on Simonson.
And A.J. told us just prior to warm-up today, he feels badly that Sean is not 100%. But it's a factor in his mind about how this match is going to unfold, no question. How does he respond right here? That's off target. Could have been a bad split. Just leaves a 10-pin.
I think he just needs to move right and play it a little straighter. He's going to throw it that fast. He's got to tighten his angle up. He liked that. It barely got up to the head pin.
Take a look at today's Brunswick oil pattern. The Don Carter 39, Mr. Peterson.
Well, the players have been doing pretty much the same thing since the start of this event, where they throw it pretty straight with urethane early, and then they move into that blue line. And you can see where Jesper Svensson, the red line, is going to be playing. But remember, on both sides, get it too far out, the ball's going to hang.
Early going, game one, quarterfinals.
So that was a couple boards right with an adjustment for A.J. Johnson on that left lane. And there's a Kegel carry. Sideboards in the pin deck. Make these pins fly.
Maldonado looking good, right lane. Slowed by the back injury, which he told us just slows his entire process down.
It's probably the slowest speed we've seen here at the playoffs at 16, just a little over 16 miles an hour.
But to this point, it's pretty effective, isn't it?
So far.
Look down there, he heard the wince, the grunt, but he's got on a strike, and he adds to the lead. It's now 22 pins.
And you really got a feel for him. He's trying to gut through it. I mean, one false move could potentially take him out of this match in the tournament.
Remember his good friend Tom Doherty was here in the quarterfinal match against Simonson to remind him, look, your back's not going to go out. It's going to be okay. Stay confident. Johnson looks for the double. Go down by 12, looking for some help across the deck.
Man.
10-pin stands.
I think another board right with his feet, he's going to be just fine.
AJ's got his 10-pin, got his mark. As we talked about with AJ, his story, big high school football star, quarterback. Looking for a 2-0 career record against Maldi. Recruited by a lot of FCS programs, some FBS programs too. Went to McKendree, became an All-American there, and now in their Hall of Fame. Huge hoops fan. And was so excited, like a lot of us were, to watch St. Peter's this year as the 15 seed beat 2-seed Kentucky. En route to the Elite Eight. That was amazing. It was an 8-pin. So he likens this
Too good to not strike.
PBA playoffs, the 16-8 to semis to the championship, like the NCAA tournament. And he's the St. Peter's. He's the underdog, he said.
Too good not to strike. That had no chance of striking unless something crazy happened, tripping the 2-8 out. He did get the 2 out.
Maldonado, the back injury, still not bothering him too much in terms of the scores. Hasn't lost a game yet, despite not being 100%. Midway through game one, here are the Kia PBA playoffs. Sean Maldonado hanging in there with a back injury. Let's listen to what he talked about with his tour up a moment ago.
If anything, I can underthrow it. I can throw it slower. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm giving what I can give.
Yeah.
Because then that's my max. That's what I'm into my bars. So hopefully I can just do that. Appreciate it, bro.
Our Kraus ball rep just trying to keep him focused. Can't overthrow it, right? He's just hanging in there with a back injury.
Oh, no.
Right lane, he didn't like that. And it crosses over. He almost had a Brooklyn strike. 9-pin stands.
Yeah, big miss there for Maldo. Almost got that 9 to go down.
I mean, he wants to go fast, throw as many strikes as possible to minimize injuring the back even further. Throughout these Kia PBA playoffs, he's battled a back problem. Lots of stretching, chiropractor visits, ice, try to get him as close as he can to 100%, but it's not there, not close really. Left lane works on a spare. 10-pin.
Hang on. Oh.
Close.
There was some ambition there, but not enough speed to roll that 10. I think spare shooting's way tougher on his back than throwing a strike ball.
It should be the same idea here.
Jackal Ghost is what he just went to.
All right, Kimberly, let's see how it works out here. Pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, the two ways that A.J. Johnson has played the fresh and the burn. Red ball was his first match in the round of 16. The blue ball is the fresh, and that's when he was using urethane, but I think he's getting a little bit closer now with that ball change to what he was doing.
Nice strike track powered by Kia. Let's see how it works out on the left lane here, partner. Pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
A good 7 boards left at the arrows for A.J. Johnson with that ball change. And that's the difference in strength of the bowling balls.
So A.J. coming off back-to-back 9 spares, has a double. Maldonado trying to respond, right lane. 2-pin. Every shot difficult, every moment challenging with a back injury. Third straight frame after the turkey single pin spare conversion. Stays clean. Foundation frame time. Left lane, okay. Breaks the 3-frame streak of 9 spare. And a great finish here shaping up in game 1.
Max score for Maldonado, 237. Max score for A.J. Johnson, 237.
Can't be easy. Just to tie it up. Ninth frame, AJ. Perfect. We're all tied.
Can I please take a re-rack?
Re-rack time for AJ Johnson.
Beauty there. Now to put the pressure on Sean Maldonado. 3 strikes in the 10th frame. A.J. Johnson can't lose.
Johnson steps up in the 10th. And delivers.
Wow. .270, .245 in his 2 games against Buttriff. Everything he does here in the 10th frame, Maldonado has to do.
Looks for 5 in a row. Crossing over, almost a Brooklyn strike instead of 10 pin.
Yeah, big miss left. You can see it right there.
Stay up. Come on.
Well, if he covers this, Maldonado would need 2 strikes in the 10th.
.226 game, A.J. Johnson. And up steps Sean Maldonado. Has finished this year, runner-up. Roth Holman doubles to begin the World Series of Bowling. B.J. Tack and Marshall Kent won that title in suburban Milwaukee.
Light last time on this lane.
Needs it. Gets it. There's one. Gutsy effort. Just amazing.
Yep.
What he's doing out here.
It really is. He goes 9 spare, we have a tie. Last thing Maldonado needs is to have to throw extra shots.
The minimum will be best for him.
For the win.
Needs a strike.
That's a loser.
Doesn't get it, gets 8. And A.J. Johnson on the bench, gonna win it. A.J. Johnson wins game 1. It's in the books now. Wow, what a finish. Nine would have been a tie, 8, not enough. A strike for the win. So game 1 complete. He'll talk to his tour rep, get some advice for game 2. Trying to sweep Sean Maldonado out of the Kia PBA playoffs and make the semifinals. Maldi, AJ, head-to-head again. Game 2 on the way here on FS1. Kia PBA playoffs rolling on here on FS1. 1-pin win, AJ Johnson, game 1. He erased the 2. Head-to-head with Sean Maldonado, 15th seed. This is the right side of the bracket. Quarterfinals. Race to 2. If Maldi can rally and win game 2, we'll have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Otherwise, AJ makes the final 4. Game 2 underway. Left lane, Johnson. Nice.
You got to get it to that spot. You see that 5.2 breakpoint board? He's got to get it to that spot down the lane. Dude, did you just get a hot dog?
Yeah, you had one earlier. Do you want? I can buy you.
I mean, that thing smells so good.
Do you want it?
No, I'm all right.
Great hot dogs here. KTC. Maldi. Good shot.
You want to take a break and eat that? I can just like take over the show for a couple frames here.
Thanks so much for bringing it up. I'm going to hit the comp button soon. You won't hear from Dave for a minute.
Yeah, folks, if Dave gets real quiet, he's eating his hot dog. All right, Maldonado, man. What a tough outing there in the 10th frame for him when he needed 2 strikes and packed the first one, came up light, like leaving the 2-8 to lose by 1.
Bad back and all red. He's bowling great here. I mean, it's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he really is. Typically, he's a lot lower to the foul line, a lot more upper body lean, but he said, hey, man, I've got a level where I can't pass that. His back just goes into shutdown mode.
Back to AJ.
Yep.
Wow, we got ball reaction.
Yep.
He crunches that 1-3 pocket in a submission.
Just watch that spot, folks. If he gets it there, it's coming off of it like it's just turning on a left turn blinker. Watch this. Right there's that spot. Looks like somebody just kicked it left once he gets there. Too far inside that spot, and it goes Brooklyn.
Perfect start for each here, game 2.
This man's never won before on the PBA Tour. If he wins game 2, he gets to the Final Four.
Big time talent. Oh. That one missed the target. Could have been much worse. And just leaves a 10-pin.
Oh, stupid spot.
Well, this was 2, 4, 8, 10 all day, and then all of a sudden, the 2, 4, and 8 fall, leaving just the 10-pin. Man, what a huge break that was. 95% of the time, it's made every time.
Any Ron Burgundy mentions good for me. Anytime.
Just caught that spot. Yeah.
Location, location, location. 2 titles last year. We told you about the WSOB win in Tampa, then the victory in Lubbock as well, his home state from Houston. Maldonado, perfect location. Wow. Speaking of which, all 10 of the pit.
It's tough watching this. I mean, he can't even celebrate, really. You know what I mean?
You're right,
He's
because
just
reactions could really aggravate the back.
Yeah.
Looking for the front 4. Got it. I mean, if there's a Gutty Award of the Year, gutsy, you know,
Yeah.
courageous, it's got to be Maldi here.
It goes to him.
Front 4.
Just
Wow.
no backing down. I mean, it's too much money at stake. It's a career changer.
Johnson, whoa, way wide right. 1-2 could have been a lot worse as he missed the target.
Got it to the X, that X zone. There's the hang right there. Spare ball at it. Here at the Kegel Training Center, it's perfect playing conditions. The lanes are perfectly level. Brand new pins. The kick plates we've been talking about. The amazing pin action. Then it's up to the players to break the pattern down correctly for scores.
Good for AJ. All right, that's how you rally.
By the way, when you see those percentages for spare shooting, you know who brings us that?
Who is that?
Our good friends at Lane Talk. And for more information, go to lanetalk.com. Uh-oh.
Front 5, 7-pin. Stops the streak.
Looked like he got that in a little bit and That ball didn't want to come up the hill.
All right, run of perfection ends, but does have the single pin spare conversion. And a lead of 22 pins in game 2. Molly left lane. Oh, almost hit it 7-10. Just a 10-pin.
Well, if he converts here, Johnson can step up 6th and 7th and make this a 1-pin game. You're right. 7-10 was up briefly. Get out of there. All this great bowling he's been doing since he took his thumb out of the bowling ball. Everything changed for him. Johnson up 1-0. Maldonado fighting through some severe back pain. He's got a 21-pin lead here in game 2.
Kia PBA playoffs rolling on. Here in FS1, Dave, Randy, Kimberly, entire crew.
Yep.
1-pin win for AJ in game 1. If it's tied 1-1, we'll have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Left lane for AJ. High shot.
That's the spot.
3 down. 6-10 up.
Well, he was thinking that was going to hold its line, and it didn't. You can see it's left.
.610 covers that. You saw Maldonado in the background. He's doing stretching, whatever he can to try to stay comfortable. And keep the back injury from becoming too big a factor. His 7th frame works on a spare. Clinging to a 13-pin lead. A lot of regional titles. 2 on the national tour so far. Big shot.
Good buddy Tom Doherty standing just off to the right side of the set, rooting on his buddy. When Sean won at the World Series of Bowling last season in Tampa, that's when Tom Doherty went on his tear, winning his first major. But Tom was there for Maldonado's win, and I don't think there was anybody happier for Sean than Tom Doherty was that day.
That was amazing. What a reaction. Left lane here, Maldi. Nice. And Tampa Tom watches closely his good buddy bowling here.
I was committed. I heard both pins. I was like, yeah.
Another good finish shaping up. AJ's 8th frame works on a spare. Now Maldonado has the double. Right lane for AJ. Perfect.
Come on. Good shot right here. Come on.
Well, this was a good one. That rotation. See the finger inserts? Big shot here to set up the 10th.
Big one for AJ, almost Brooklyn. 3-pin.
Same spot right there. Remember, he was striking on that lane when he got it to the 5th board.
Never know.
Looks like
Good
extras.
The first roll off potentially for each. Maldonado swept Simonson. AJ knocked Buttriff out 2-0 in the round of 16.
Beauty there. Got that one a little farther to the right. It hit that friction. Maldonado right now is in the 240s. Max score for A.J. Johnson, 225. Maldonado's going to win game 2. And we are going to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Looking to wrap up game 2. Gets the first in the 10th and will win game 2 here to force the 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Nothing more exciting. Different ball.
Oh, he's just throwing his spare ball at the
Just
headband.
right at it. Just to get through it. Wants to finish this up. He's wrapped up game 2. O'Neal beat Belmo to open up the round of 16 in a roll-off. Barrett beat Packy Hanrahan in a roll-off. Svensson beat E.J. Tackett. There have been 3 so far. Our 4th is on the way from here in Lake Wales, Florida.
Well, Johnson's going to get the choice of starting lane, and I'm wondering if he's going to start on the left lane and get it out of the way. His look on the right lane looks much better. I bet he starts on the left lane and finishes on the right lane. What do you think?
I'm with you.
All right.
You're the expert. You're the Hall of Famer. We're going to make it official here and finish up game 2 before the 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Roll-off rules. 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Higher seed will choose the order.
Yeah.
That's A.J.
I want
Johnson.
to finish on the right lane.
You heard it. Going to finish in the
I wanna
right
finish
lane.
on the right lane.
Yep.
Okay.
No big surprise there.
You had it, RP.
No big surprise there.
A.J. Johnson has elected to begin the roll-off on the left lane.
Sweep over Buttriff in the round of 16. 270 to 245 game. Now he's faced with a roll-off. A.J. Johnson. So critical in the 9th frame to start with a strike, and Johnson does that with a trip 10 pin. Big shot.
Trusted that one.
It's a lot like college football overtime, Randy. You've got to start with a touchdown. You know, start with a big strike. Put the pressure on your opponent. AJ can relate. He was quite a high school. So in a hole to begin the ninth 10 frame roll off after AJ struck to begin. AJ's going to finish on the right lane. We saw that. No room for error in the 10th.
Push.
Shot.
It did. A little farther right than he wanted, but all 10 are down. He strikes out, he shoots 50. Johnson can shoot 60.
What a tough break, a great shot, ringing 10 pin from Maldonado. That's just painful.
Well, if he makes this, he forces Johnson to strike first ball.
It's up to AJ now.
If he doesn't strike, we have the possibility of another tie. 9 spare strikes a tie. Or any spare and a strike is a tie, I should say.
AJ wants the semifinals. Got it! Winner, AJ Johnson. Big time shot. Yes! And a win for AJ Johnson. The satisfying moment of the match, sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers. How sweet it is for AJ Johnson.
Good luck, man. Hey, it didn't have to be like that, brother, all right? I'm so proud of you, dude. Thank you for doing that. All good, man. I always want to bowl somebody at their best, but always. Okay? Bowling this year, all right? Thank you. Good luck.
Well, as AJ said to us before the match, wanted Maldi to be 100%. Didn't want to win that way, but believe me, he'll take the victory. He is off to the semifinals to take on the winner of Svensson Jones. Took a 9/10 frame roll off.
And with each win, more confidence.
Troop, Prather, 2 prior champs in this event. AJ Johnson, who's never won on tour, is through to the Final Four. And what a win for AJ Johnson. Moment of victory. Pumped up for the big guy. Through to the semifinals. One more slot still to be determined in the semifinals. Tommy Jones, 43 years young, against the Iceman himself. Sweden's Jesper Svensson. Who's going to get the final spot in the 2022 Kia PBA playoff semifinals? We're about to find out. What a matchup. Jones, Svensson head-to-head in the race to 2.
He bowls out of Golden Lanes in Simpsonville, South Carolina, PBA Hall of Famer, Tommy Jones.
His first title came in 2004, the Japan Cup in Tokyo. His last title, the 2020 PBA Hall of Fame Classic in Arlington, Texas. He defeated Darren Tang in the title match 300 to 237. It was a 27th televised perfect game in PBA Tour history, but only the 3rd in a title match.
Amazing. Playoff history. Well, not great so far for TJ, but now a shot for the Final Four. Thereby, the way have been 32 total televised 300 games after Chris Fye. Last year at the PBA Tour Finals, suburban Detroit. Last quarterfinal underway. Jones, good shot, 10-pin. What a career for this guy. Ten-pin got that.
Bowling out of John Scott's Parthill Arena in Parthill, Sweden, Jesper Svensson.
Well, at age 27, this 8-year pro has already won 11 tour titles, including one major, when in 2016, he became the youngest player to ever win the Tournament of Champions.
Tasted victor in Indy in 2020. Already his best career appearance at the Kia PBA playoffs. The wild win over EJ Tackett, round of 16, looking for a good start here and leaves a 10-pin.
Very fortunate to just leave the 10-pin for Jesper right out of the gate, using a pitch black urethane ball. Tommy Jones using a purple hammer, another urethane.
I'm just guessing that person's left-handed, like me. Not many of us out there. Arsenal for the two-handed lefty, Jesper Svensson.
Man, I wish I would have invented the chamois. Those chamois get a workout.
Left lane for Jesper. You bet.
Look at that rev rate right there. I believe it's the highest on tour. Both feet come off the ground as he goes into his pivot step. That thing's rotating faster than any other ball on the PBA Tour. Jesper Svensson, highest rev rate out here.
Wow, that thing's cooking. Jones trying to respond, sure does. Another perfect shot in the 1-3 pocket for a strike.
Taking that urethane ball and just piping it like he did against Kyle Sherman. Tell you what,
for TJ.
He keeps working out, and he's going to start looking more and more like Thanos.
Looks great. Left lane for the Hall of Famer. 4-pin stands.
This match decides the last player to get into the semis.
Troop, Prather, A.J. Johnson are through already. Who joins them? That's the question. It's an epic matchup here. Wrap up the quarterfinals. There's 4-pin, there's his mark. Tommy, the oldest player out here, the 16 bowler field to begin this event, only current Hall of Famer. This guy's bound for the Hall of Fame one day, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. He's already got the street creds for that.
Thanks to shots like that, right? Wow. Blisters the 1-2 pocket. So we had a Zoom call with our bowlers before this event started. We got by AJ Tackett, who himself's a great golfer. Well, both Jesper and Tommy were on the golf course during that Zoom call.
Thank you, guys.
Now, Tommy gives away a lot of strokes. He's a really good golfer, right? And Jesper, you said, is getting better, too.
Jesper's actually really good, but Tommy doesn't give any strokes.
Oh, okay.
No, Tommy's really good and doesn't give shots.
Gotcha.
Why do you think he won so much money on the golf course?
Jesper, you bet. Great shot.
His ball makes a different noise when it hits the pins. That follow through that goes over his right ear. Big body lean.
So Jesper the Turkey, Tommy Jones. Wow. Right at it. And late 6-10 goes down.
Through the nose and could have been 6. Instead, it's just the 6-10, and then it's all 10. You know, this is my favorite frame. You know why?
Why?
Because it's the PBR beer frame.
Yeah. Sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Grab a Pabst today, and please drink responsibly.
Uh-oh. Yeah, a little more loft on that shot to hold the line. And, wow, talk about taking advantage of a great break on that right lane. Tommy does just that. Watch this, a little loft here.
Jesper, like Belmo, like Barrett, overseas a long time, about 3 months without going back home to Sweden.
Brutal.
Six spin, family, friends, his girlfriend all back home in Europe. And he can't wait to get back. Team Jesper. Let's get a hashtag. What a talent. Title this year beat Packy in the title match, 248-216.
I mean, he crushed that tournament. He averaged like almost 260 for the event.
Unbeatable. Left lane, didn't like it, turned away, and boy, turned back in time to see it strike.
Well, the numbers don't look that bad. You see the strike track numbers powered by Kia, but he didn't like something.
Interesting spinorama there. He's going to talk. Jim Callahan to a rep. Try to work things out. Midway through first game, race to 2. Jesper's Fence and Tommy Jones. What a matchup to wrap up the quarterfinals here at the PBA playoffs. Ready to resume here, game 1 ready.
You know, if I had a bowling center, you know what I'd have in it?
What?
Clutch.
I could see it. RP's bowling, what would be called? Hall of Fame?
I'd probably call it Stone 8 Bowling Center.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. All right. Quarterfinal match. Who's going to get to the semis? Let's find out.
For the lead.
TJ, right lane. No help on the 7-pin whatsoever. So TJ, 20 career titles, Hall of Fame career. Second to Belmo's 29 in terms of the field of 16 entering the playoffs. It's Belmo, the PBA record, 14 majors. Tommy, 2 majors. Second behind Belmo was Simonson's 4, including 2 this year, before he was bounced in the opening round.
But Tommy made 3 major telecasts. 3rd at the World Championship, 5th Tournament of Champions, 5th Players Championship.
And bowling well here. Looking for the semis. Jesper Svensson stands in his way.
All right, good one here. A little back and forth match. Jones could have taken the lead if he had carried that 7-pin in the 6th. That lead's still the Iceman's plus 10, 7th frame. High again.
Wow. Pins everywhere.
High again on that right lane for Jesper, leaving back-to-back 6 pins.
It's a layup, it's a slam dunk for bowlers at this level. Single pin spare conversion. Jesper's got that in a leading game 1, but it's a tight one. Bowl anywhere, anytime with a new PBA Bowling Challenge mobile game for iPhone, iPad, and Android. Continuously updated with new ball options, new venues, new competitions and challenges, and in-game rewards. Download the free app today. And for more information, visit PBA.com.
I saw you playing that during the break.
I was not winning. Unlike my kids, not good at games. It's fun to try, though. 7-pin there.
A little trouble getting his ball to carry right now. A couple of high shots on that right lane. This time it's a ring and 7, and all of a sudden Tommy Jones is in a pretty good position. He can strike out and take game 1.
Another single pin spare conversion for Jesper. After ringing 7 for the lefty, there the number is that important, right?
Seems like it is when I get it left. Yeah. It's the left that is supercharged.
Advice from tour rep Sean Ryan.
A unique grip of Tommy Jones. He kind of corkscrews his thumb in. Fingers going last.
8th frame for the lead. You better believe it. Big shot for Tommy.
Don't lock it and touch it.
No loft on that shot. Got the ball down on the floor a little bit sooner, and that way it picks up. And then goes to the pins the way he wanted it to.
Max numbers are there. 1-pin lead. Foundation frame time here for TJ. His game to win. No!
That's just fine-tuning by the Hall of Famer. Started lofting it midway through this game, and then last couple shots, he gets the ball back into the floor early. And now he has a chance to double in the 10th and take game 1.
Jesper responds. Lowest remaining seed still alive.
Well, this was a little inside of the last couple shots on that lane. Remember that he's been going high, leaving 6 pins. Now Jesper strikes out in the 10th. He forces Tommy Jones to double.
Eleven titles, a major to his credit. 7-pin stubborn.
Jesus Christ.
Hard to believe his ball would ever leave a soft 7, but it just did right there.
Also hard to believe he hasn't been on TV all year until now.
Yeah, his one win was a flow bowling event.
How fast was that last shot? You see?
Strikes here, he forces Tommy Jones to mark. Change the balls to a fast pitch. All right, Tommy Jones, just any kind of mark, and he'll take game 1.
Tommy told us this week he's going to keep competing on the PBA Tour as long as he feels he can win. At 43 years old, still has the game, still has the burning desire.
Oh, he can still win out here.
I'd say a couple more years, right? At least. Needs a mark. Got a strike.
That's a pretty good one.
And a game 1 win. Four straight. Final moments here, game 1. He's wrapped it up in the race to 2. Tom's not lost a game so far at the PBA playoffs after sweeping Kyle Sherman, the 11th seed, 2 games to none in the round of 16. Five in a row. And guess what? We have a Pabst 6-pack alert. If TJ strikes here, wins $1,000. Sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly.
Come on, Tommy.
Be a nice way to finish out the game, right? I mean, already got the victory. 1 game to none, the race to 2.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, got it. Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead. $1,000. Good job, Tommy. Pabst 6-pack complete. Game 1, Randy, complete.
Tommy Jones takes game 1, 249-218. Can the Iceman rebound in game 2?
Game 2, here we go.
Gotta be a pretty good athlete to pull that off.
All right. Never try it. Like to watch the video, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Jesper lost game 1. Distraction free, here we go. Nice recovery from the balk.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Wow. That 1-2 pocket explodes. Something else.
He's fun to watch.
Incredible power. Incredible game. Jesper Svensson. All right, let's see how Tommy opens up game 2. Where's the game? Where's the confidence for TJ? Nice.
Nice light hit there for Tommy Jones. Watch the 7-pin all the way to the left. Looks like it got hit by a tranquilizer dart.
Always competing for the Kia PBA playoff title. It is a tour title. It is $100,000 to the winner. Championship round on Fox. Left lane, nice. Enough.
Today, but recently they were actually out golfing together at Tommy's home course in South Carolina, along with Kyle Troop and Dom Barrett. Tommy came out on top, followed by Jesper. Now, they wanted the lowest score then, but these guys are battling it out here today, not just for the highest score, but for bragging rights.
How about that shirt Jesper was wearing?
It looks amazing. Tommy's quite a golfer. It was a 38-hour drive, by the way, that Jesper and Kyle took together from Vegas. 38. They did 14 hours a day. And eventually got to North Carolina, where Kyle is from. Then on the drive down to Lake Wales, stopped in South Carolina to play golf with Tommy. Former Player of the Year. What a career. Help. No.
Short pin.
Just missed the 10-pin. Just missed it. First non-strike, game 2.
There's Doc.
Hall of Famer cross lane for the 10-pin single pin spare conversion. It is the spare of the game, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate, believe you will. Nicely done by TJ. No TV last year. Some great appearances, as Randy documented, this season for Tommy. Right lane for the Iceman. Whoa. Oh.
Oh, man.
Perfect start, continues front 4.
Little insurance came shooting across the lane. Right there. Looked like a Scud missile.
This guy's something. So could you do 38 hours with somebody across country like that?
Yeah, when you're 26, 27, yeah.
Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, when you're my age, no, you can't do 3 hours.
Left line here for Jesper. Okay. Okay. 5 up, 5 down. Got the nickel to begin this game 2 after losing the first game. does Jones respond in his 5th frame? Works on a spare, didn't like it. That's wide.
Come on.
2-4 up.
You got to be better than that.
Just bad out of his hand, I think. Because the speed and location were good. Ball never picked up. Never grabbed a hold of the lane.
Come on. Better than that one. That's a bad one.
Now, Tommy said it was this week. At some point, I will step aside from the regular national tour. As Randy pointed out, pretty clear about watching him here today in Florida. It's going to be a while off, but he said he's not going to bowl like Norm or Walter Ray or Pete. Probably won't do it that long. Thinking about now and trying to keep up with the Iceman here, who's thrown a perfect game at him.
The Iceman perfect through 5. It's a must-win game 2 for the tall Swede. Lots more to come from Lake Wales. Stay with us.
Toss rolling on here from the Kegel Training Center, Lake Wales, Florida. Dave, Randy, Kimberly with you, our great crew. This is a 6-pack alert for Jesper, who strikes here. He wins $1,000, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly.
Tommy got one in game 1. Why not Jesper in game 2? I mean, who doesn't like a PBR 6-pack?
We need another one. Looks for the front 6. Got it! Crack it open, Randy. Crack it open. $1,000. Well done. And much more importantly for Jesper, a huge lead here in the 2nd game.
He's moved into the center part of the lane a little bit. A couple boards from game 1, and especially on that right lane where he's had a little bit more hook. There's the max scores. It's not over, obviously. Tommy Jones is working on a strike in the 6th frame.
Oh, okay. 6-pin timber.
Could that be the one shot that gives him extended play? Going high again, 6-pin standing. And then look at that. Wow.
Wincing, but he'll take it. Front 7. Jones now a huge deficit. Every weekday morning, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp go head-to-head on the day's hottest sports topics. Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. Weekdays from 9:30 a.m. to noon Eastern, only on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Jones looks for the turkey or 8th frame to cut it to 23, but Jesper's in the driver's seat now with his fantastic start. Left lane, TJ, yep.
Still in it. Now Svensson, strike in the 8th, strike in the 9th. He will need just a mark, and he'll be in the 270s, and we'll go to extra frames, that is.
9th, 10th frame roll off. I love it. Fun to watch. Jesper beat EJ in a roll off.
Yeah, EJ beat himself in the roll-off. That was hard to watch.
Looks for the front 8. Got it! This man can bowl.
There you go. Some accuracy for you. Now, does he make a slight adjustment on the left lane? Coming up high the last time, tripping the 6.
How about 9? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, baby. 9 up, 9 down for Jesper. This is awesome.
A freight train going through 10 pins.
Obliterates the 1-2 pocket. Those pins had no chance whatsoever.
Must win for Svensson. Over. You're going to a 9th and 10th frame roll off. But there's still a 300 game in play here. And if Jesper were to shoot 300, he would get a $10,000 bonus from the PBA. You get a $2,500 bonus from Kegel. And he would also get Specto. Specto is our strike track powered by Kia. And he would get that installed at the center of his choice.
Wow.
And that alone is worth $15,000.
Does that count Sweden too? Could you have it done overseas?
Absolutely.
Love it.
They said anywhere. And I know CEO Chris Chartrand, when he says, hey, anywhere, it means anywhere.
All right. Europe included. Love it.
Just don't see it like.
There's Chris.
There he is.
Just like Commissioner Tom Clark. It was intentionally done, by the way. They're not related.
Tommy's the higher seat, so he'll get choice of starting lane.
Chance for perfection. 3 strikes away from a perfect game. As the 300 chasing alert is up. Haven't had one since Chris Fye, Allen Park, Michigan, June 27th last year, PBA Tour Finals. How about 10?
You got it.
Come on, 10 pin, come on.
You said, how about 10 and the 10 standing? It's almost like you knew.
I didn't know. What a run here for Jesper. Sure, he's bummed about not having a 300 game, but he's got the winning game too. Oh. The physics. I mean, how does it not get to the 10 pin? Amazing. So we'll stick with 32 all-time PBA 300 TV games. Had 3 last year, 2 from Chris Fye. And 1 from Sam Cooley at the PBA Tour Finals in Milford, Connecticut.
Sure. Always on the fill shot.
You're going to start.
Roll-off rules, here you go. 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Higher seed will choose the order. That's Tommy Jones. And the higher pinfall will win. The max is 60 if you're perfect. A 1-ball roll-off if we're tied after this 9th, 10th frame roll-off here. And it, as we know, Randy, is so important to have a good start.
And Tommy chose to have Jesper start on the left lane.
You like it?
I mean, I think both players have, you know, the reaction they want on both lanes. I don't think there's a bad lane for either one of them.
Roll off in the last quarter final underway. There's the start you want for Jesper. Crunches the 1-2 pocket. Will the 20-time titleist respond? Right lane, it's critical. Got it. Answers.
What a battle.
I don't want it, but we only get one, right? Okay, it's fine.
Tommy asking about re-racks. Each player gets one each in this roll-off.
Not going to use it. Didn't take the critical re-rack here in 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Action. Now the 10th. Jones. Late help on the 7th pin. Down it goes.
Crazy pin action on that shot for TJ. Watch this. What?
Just enough, Randy. Just enough to nudge that 7th pin down. Another one. Oh, the messenger takes it out. 10 pin this time. One more. Yes, indeed. Oh, twice the 7, once the 10 pin. And a perfect 9th, 10th frame roll off. The Weber International bowlers are pumped. The best Jesper can do is tie.
What a finish for the 43-year-old Hall of Famer. Didn't look like the 7 was going to go down.
Just barely. Oh, there it goes enough. Bro.
Needs all 3.
To stay alive, Jesper doesn't get it. Tommy Jones wins. The 43-year-old Hall of Famer advances to the semifinals to take on A.J. Johnson. What a match. Our very own Final Four is set to go. Semifinals of the 2022 Kia PBA playoffs. True Prater, what a matchup between two former champs in this event. A.J. Johnson, Tommy Jones seeking their first Kia PBA playoff championship. A.J. Johnson was amazing, as was Tommy Jones. Don't forget, head to the PBA YouTube channel. Just a few minutes for the PBA post show presented by Kia. Now for Randy Peterson, Kimberly Preston, the entire crew here at Lake